What's up everybody, it's RZR and I'm here by a popular demand to give you my Unchained Master Duel deck list. So I've got a couple of videos out on the channel, one versus Outledge and one with an OTK, breaking some boards, and by popular demand you guys have asked for a deck list. So here we go. We'll try to keep it quick and easy, nice and simple, and just a brief explanation of some of the cards I have in the game. I did manage to get this deck into Platinum in Season 1. I think it was Plat 5 we got to, just by playing a couple of games each day. But it's a really fun deck. I've got this deck in real life as well, and it's doing me well so far in ranked. So at the moment I have played around with the deck a few times. Some cards have come in, some cards have gone out, but this is what I'm currently using at the moment. The deck itself, like the cards in the archetype, are not that expensive to get. A lot of them are just normal rarity. A couple will be super rares, some will be rares. In the archetype, other than the big Link 4 monster, that's the only one that is a ultra rare. All the other ones you see here will just be the normal staple cards. A couple of hand traps, a few spells, a few trap cards as well. But going into it, we will start off with the twins. Arua is the first one. We're going to play 3 of these, and it's nice and simple. 1500 attack, 1500 defense. It does have an effect. You can target one card you control, which will probably be one of your spell or trap cards, Unchained spell or traps, or another Unchained twin card. Target one of those, destroy that targeted card, and then you can special summon Arua. Face up attack or face down defense. If you do though, you will be locked into fiend monsters for this turn. So if you want to make access code Talker, don't use the effect. But all the twins do have a nice effect as well. If they are destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special summon another Unchained monster from your deck. So 3 copies of Aruha, 3 copies of Rakea. Rakea's got a quick effect, so it can be used during any standby phase, main phase, battle phase, end phase like that as well. Target one card you control. It can be herself, but if you use it on herself, the effect of when it's destroyed won't activate, because their card effects don't work on themselves if you destroy them. So you can target another Unchained monster, you can target your spell or traps, destroy that as well as a quick effect. And also the part of the quick effect as well, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except from fiend monsters. So again, it does lock you into fiend type monsters if you used that effect. But also if it's destroyed by a different card effect, or by battle, you can special summon another Unchained monster. Either be the twins, or be the abomination, or be the dog. The third one of the twins, yes, there is 3, but it's 2 twins, but there's 3 of them. It's weird. Is a Sarama. This one is slightly different. So you can, when you summon it, you can target one Unchained card in your graveyard, except from Sarama, set it to the field, and then you can destroy one card you control. So if you wanted to, you can bring back, let's say, Aria, set it face down, and destroy one of your spell or trap cards that are set. When they're destroyed, or bring another Unchained monster back to the field as well. So it depends what you want to destroy as well. You can either destroy your monster, or you can destroy one of your spell or trap cards. And again, it also has the effect, if it's destroyed by a card effect or by battle, you can special summon another Unchained monster. All the twins have 1500 attack, 1500 defense as well. So 3 copies of all the twins. Disasters. Unchained Soul of Disasters. Level 8. I run 2. A lot of people will run 1. You will draw this card in your hand. A lot of the times I draw this on my opening turn. You never want to see this card in your hand. It does nothing for you in your hand. You ain't going to summon it from your hand at all, pretty much ever. You never want to see this. This is why some people only run 1 copy. I run 2, as this is probably the main way I will use its effect to go into the link monsters. So part of its effect is it gains 300 attack for each Unchained card in your graveyard. You can only use each effect, or each of the following effects, once per turn. You can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Immediately after this effect resolves, link summon 1 dark link monster using only this card you control and your opponent's monster as a material. That's going to be the main way you're going to get some of your link monsters out. So you can summon it in attack, you can summon it in defense, or if one of the twins were destroyed by a card effect or battle, you can special summon this, face up defense. Nice 3k defense as well, so it's a bit beefy. Activate its effects, and you're going to target any face up monster your opponent controls. The best way to activate the effects is during. Actually, ignore me. I'm thinking about the link monster now. So yeah, on your turn, you would activate one of them, activate its effect, target one of your opponent's monsters. If an opponent's monster says it cannot be targeted or is unaffected by a card effect, it won't work. This card does target. So if your opponent does have a card that says it cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects, you cannot use that as effect. As well as the other Unchained monsters, if this card is destroyed by battle or by card effects, you can target 1 Unchained monster in the graveyard, except from disasters, and you can special summon it. So a lot of the times you'll be destroying monsters, you can even bring back monsters from the graveyard, or you can summon them from your deck. But if I were to duel 10 times, 8 times, I would probably end up drawing this in my first or second turn. You never want to see disasters in your opening hand, or in your hand at all. But you can run 1, I run 2, just because it's going to be my main way to link off my opponent's monsters. The next one we have Abomination Unsold Chain. It's one of my favourite cards, actually part of the deck. I run 3 of them. This one you don't actually mind being in your hand. It's actually quite useful being in your hand. So level 8, 3000 attack, 1500 defense. You can only special summon, and this is going to be very important, you can only special summon Abominable Unchained Souls once per turn. So whether it's an effect from one of the twins or one of the spell or the trap cards, if you special summon it on this turn and it gets destroyed by battle or by card effects, you cannot special summon it again that same turn. It will not come back the following turn either. You can only special summon it once per turn. You can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can discard 1 card, destroy 1 card on the field. They were that very, very weird. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed on the field and sent there this turn, you can special summon this card, but place it on the bottom of your deck when it leaves the field. So basically, if any card you control is destroyed, whether it be by battle or by card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. And when it's special summoned, you can discard 1 card from your hand and destroy 1 card in the field. That simple. But if you special summon it from a card being destroyed, and then it gets destroyed by a card effect or by battle, you cannot bring it back the same turn. It will not come back the next turn either. You can't bring it back the same turn you special summoned it as well. But it is a 3k beat stick. It is very easy to bring out either from the spells, the traps, or the Unchained other monsters itself, or by having a card being destroyed. It works in your turn and it works in your opponent's turn as well. So it's really nice to have. So I run 3 of. That's the Unchained monsters itself. I do run 2 Ash Blossoms just because it's the most popular trap. Stop searching, stop special summons, and stop sending cards from the deck to the graveyard. Some people run 1, some people run 3. I run 2 because I also use 1 Ghost Ogre. And if you've seen the video with the OTK I've got with the Unchained, the Ghost Ogre beat the Appaloosa. So chaining its effect with Ghost Ogre, managed to destroy it. The difference between the Ghost Ogre and Ash, Ghost Ogre doesn't negate the effect. It will just destroy the card. There's a big difference. Ash will negate, Ghost Ogre will destroy, but it won't negate. So you're going to have to be smart when you activate Ghost Ogre. So 2 Ash, 1 Ghost Ogre. I do run Kaijus in this because there's a lot of pesty cards in Master Duel. Excuse me. There's a couple of pesty cards in Master Duel. Some cards that are unaffected by other monster effects or just have a higher attack. So 1 Gamma-Seal and 1 Raiden. Special the Gamma-Seal is to get rid of the monster, and then if they've got a Kaiju, you can special summon your Kaiju if you've got it in your hand. If not, I do run 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, which is destroy as many monsters on the field as possible. Then special summon 2 Kaiju monsters. Excuse me. So you can special summon the Gamma-Seal to your opponent's side of the field, and you get the other one to your side of the field. And then you can speed over the Gamma-Seal with your Kaiju. Just a nice way of outing some of the big monsters, or big, strong boss monsters in your opponent's decks. 1 Nibiru for obvious reasons. You can run Maxi. I've got a Maxi, I've just not put it in the deck yet. I've not found out what I want to get rid of for Maxi. 3 Abomination Prison. This is kind of your searcher. Oh, excuse me. So imagine this is as what's the spell card for Cyber Dragons? Cyber Emergency. You can search out any of your monsters, your Unchained monsters, or your spell or trap cards. Sometimes I use this as bait, just to try bait out a negate from an opponent. If I don't need to search nothing, I can either set it and then pop it myself with the Unchained cards, or just try bait out a negate from the opponent. But it's really nice to have, either to search for your monsters or your spell or your trap cards. But as well, if you use the search or the set destruction, you can only use it once per turn. But 3 copies of Prism, 1 Lightning Storm, just handy to get rid of some monsters or some back row. 3 Wailing of the Unchained. So I actually use this sometimes, not just as destruction, but actually use the effect. So if you link summon a monster, and this is up and face up attack, or face up on the field, if you go into your link summon, once you summon your monster, so the Unchained monster, by the way, it has to be an Unchained link monster, so Rage or Anguish, you can target 1 card in the field and then destroy it. So if you need to get rid of a field spell, back row card, or just another monster sort of thing as well. You can link off their monster, summon Rage, summon Anguish, and then destroy another card as well. Or you can destroy one of your cards. But I run 3 of waiting, so you can activate the effect if you're about to go to a link summon, destroy an extra card, or just set it and destroy it yourself. 2 Cool by the Graves because I hate outage. That's really it. If you banish the outage, then you will probably just give up. It was that simple. I didn't run Call by the Grave before. I used to run Dark Ruler no more. But as I got closer to plat and I saw more outages, it was just an easier way to get rid of outage. Just banish them from the graveyard. 3 Torrential Tributes, because destroying your monsters works very, very well in this deck. Destroy your monsters, destroy their monsters, and then you get to summon more monsters. 2 Trap Tricks. Trap Trick, basically, you can banish one of your spell or trap cards, probably one of your trap cards, and then you can set that card with that name you just banished to the field, and then you can activate it the same turn. So if you had Escape of the Unchained, technically you've got like 4 or 5 copies of it, because you've got the 3 you already have, and you've got another 2 with a Trap Tricks. So just an easier way of using more of your trap cards. You can use it as Torrential, you can use it as Escape of the Unchained, or you can use it as the Chamber. It's up to you, it's just an easier way of getting to those trap cards. Unchained, sorry, not Unchained, Escape of the Unchained. You can target 1 Unchained monster you control and target 1 card on the field, destroy both. You can destroy one of your twins, get the effect off from the twin, and you got rid of a monster as well. If it's set and it's destroyed, you get to special summon a Unchained monster as well. But 3 of, really nice to have. The Chamber, Abominable Chamber of Unchained. It's a mouthful to say. It's probably the better trap card, because if you just activate the trap, you can special summon 1 Unchained monster from your hand or your graveyard. So you could, if you had, let's say, Abominable Unchained Soul in your hand, you could activate Chamber, summon Abominable Unchained Soul. His effect activates, you discard a card, you pop another card on the field as well. Or if this card is set and it's destroyed, you get to special summon a monster anyway. So normally what I would do if I destroy a monster, and then if I'm going second, let's say, I would bring Disasters, face up the fence, use its effect, link off one of their monsters, go into one of my linked monsters. But that's with the main deck. It's 41, you can go into 40. I probably will cut 1 Call by the Grave, and I might try sliding a Maxi in there as well. With the extra deck, 1 Dingirsu, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 3 Rage. You will use Rage a lot. That is your link 2. But you have to use one of the Unchained cards. So you need an Unchained Soul card, and there's only 2. So you've got Abominable Unchained Soul, which is your 3k beater, or you've got the Disasters. You have to use one of those 2 and another card to go into your link cards. This is why I run 3 Abominable Unchained Soul. Sometimes I don't want to use them as link because he's a nice 3k beat stick. So I'll use the dog instead. And the dog, you can use the dog and one of your opponent's monsters to link into Rage. With Rage, during your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can target 1 face-up special summon monster only. Only special summoned. If it's normal summoned, you can't link it off. Most decks will special summon in at least once per turn. Don't do it as soon as they special summon though. You can wait up until they're about to end their main phase, because it will give you a prompt. The opponent's about to end their main phase, then activate it. Because if you activate it too early, they can probably still summon or special summon more monsters and then get rid of that card. So if you wait until the end of the main phase, it should come up with a prompt. Your opponent is going to end the main phase. Do you want to activate Rage's effect? You go yes, link off the monster, and then go into the next link. So 3 of those. 1 Nightmare Unicorn. Nightmare Unicorn, again, it's just discard 1 card, then target 1 card on the field, shuffle it back into the deck. Nice way of get rid of, say, a field spell or another monster as well. 1 Decode Talker Extend. 3 Anguish, because they're going to be the ones you're probably going to go into after Rage. So during your opponent's main phase, you'll quick effect, target this, target one of your special summon monsters from your opponent's side, and then go into Anguish. Anguish, when it's now your turn, after you've made it, you can then link off again another monster, and then it's your choice. After you've got Anguish, you can either go into Access Code Talker, which you can run 2 off. It's absolutely fine to run 2 off. I just didn't have enough URs to make another one. Or you can go into the Unchained Abomination, which you will very, 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 very rarely go into. The big link for, if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you get no effect back from it. It doesn't bring anything back. There's no effect if it's destroyed. It's effective if this card on the field is destroyed by battle, except during the damage step. You can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. When another monster is destroyed by battle, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. During the end phase, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. So technically you can have 3 pops with Abomination. If you just attack, destroy something, that's a pop. If you just end your turn after that, it's 2 pops. It depends if you need to get rid of back row. If you have Wailing face up on the field and you go into it, that's another pop as well. If not, then you've got Access Code Talker. And then you can banish, let's say the Anguish, you can go up to 53, 5,300 attack. And Access Code, when he's using his effect, it cannot be negated. But also with Access Code, you can target 1 link monster that was used as materials for it, and then you gain attack equal to that link monster's rating. I think also with Access Code as well, you can banish 1 link monster from your graveyard, and destroy 1 card your opponent controls. That's not a once per turn. You can just keep banishing link monsters. If you have more link monsters in the graveyard, you just keep banishing, and destroy cards on the field. So you can OTK easier with Access Code. But like I say, Abomination, I had 3 in the deck. Do not make 3 of Unchained Abomination. Do not make it. It is not worth it. It's not worth the UR at all. At best, take 1, maybe 2. But I've probably used it twice. It's not worth it at all. It is not worth it. You can probably win without even going into Access or Unchained Abomination. But don't make 3. 2 at best, or you can get away with 1. 1's fine because you probably won't use it. And then I also use a Borrowload Dragon. Just because it's also a dark, so you kind of need dark link monsters to keep linking into. So Rage is dark, Anguish is dark, Access is dark, Abomination is dark, Borrowload is dark, except for Nightmare Cerberus, which is Earth. Just a bit awkward. But yeah, they say that the main deck is just about destroying your own cards, getting the effects off, and linking away your opponent's special summoned monster. You can disrupt during your turn, you can disrupt during their turn. It's just a really nice, fun deck. Other than the staple cards like Access Code, your Ash, your Ghost Ogre, and stuff like that, the deck's pretty cheap to make. Other than the Link 4, the archetype is just a couple of super rares and then normals and rares. So it's not that expensive. And I got myself to plat in ranked as well with this deck. Got this deck in real life as well. It's just a nice fun deck to play around with. But I've got another video actually with Unchained versus Sky Strikers, which I will release soon as well in the next couple of days. But that's the deck profile as well. I am trying to do a version at the moment with Dark Necrofear, but I'll let you know how that works out, and then if it's any decent, I'll post that video as well. But if you found this video helpful, please give the video a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It's all helpful for me and lets me know that you guys enjoy the videos. But it's probably longer than I wanted to do, but there we go. That's my deck profile for Unchained. Go have fun, destroy stuff, and link away your opponent's special summoned monsters. But that's all for me now. Take care, and goodbye.